Goodbye Fortnite Remix, and thank you Epic Games for another incredible season, guys. This is the video that we do at the end of every single season, recapping what we liked. And throughout Chapter 5, unfortunately, we've been talking about some things that I don't like and perhaps some changes we could talk about moving forward with the game in Chapter 6. I would love to hear what you guys think about this afterwards. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's talk about Fortnite Remix. So, we finally went back home, and in my opinion, this was peak Fortnite. Now, a lot of people have been talking about throughout the season, wow, what we didn't realize was Chapter 2 actually wasn't that good. I have always disagreed with that because this isn't exactly Chapter 2. Not only Chapter 2, it's not a copy and paste of Chapter 2, Season 2. It's Fortnite Remix. We got a bunch of rappers on the map, and I know that the map is still kind of the same, but the gameplay flow didn't feel the same one little bit to me because the lobbies were full of bots. That was a huge weakness of the entire season, but even with that, I still had a ton of fun. I loved visiting my favorite POIs. It just makes me think like, man, the Chapter 5 map, it did have its strengths with the maps, depending on what POIs you're talking about. Like, there were things here and there that were really good about it, like Grand Glacier I loved, Mount Olympus, things like that. But man, Chapter 2's map and Chapter 1's map just blows it out of the water when it comes to POIs. Off the top of my head, I'll probably say Chapter 3 had the best map, but again, doesn't really matter. Chapter 2, whether it's Craggy Cliffs, Weeping Woods, Holly Hedges, The Rig, I loved landing at every single POI. I don't think there's a POI that I dislike on the Chapter 2 map, and I think that really goes to show how great the map actually was. People are talking about the lack of fights and how big the map was, but I don't think that's a map issue. I think it's a bot issue, especially when you have a glitch for the most part of the season, or for the first half of the season, where you could just jump around, fly around in the cars on the map, and you still don't find any people. That's because the bots are just walking around like that. So for me, I still had a ton of fun. I love that Epic Games left that car glitch in for as long as they did, because we were flying around in the cars, man. Like, that made for... I always say, man, like, Fortnite is so much better when there are all these fun little glitches, and a glitch like that can really carry a season, to be honest. If you think back to Chapter 1, the good old nostalgic days that everybody misses, there were bugs and weird glitches everywhere, whether it's like going under the map, whether it's just accidentally hitting a tree with a shopping cart and flying across the map. Things like that are what makes Fortnite special, in my opinion. I think that a lot of people, whether or not they really remember it, I think it was a big part about Chapter 1 that we all loved. So I loved re-experiencing that a little bit with Chapter 2. I wish that we still had a decent storyline. Something that I was really hoping for was for, like, the possibility of seeing Agent Jones with Hope, and that's what I'm going to talk about in a video soon, by the way. I want to talk about that original storyline, like diving into something that we possibly could have changed with the device, and I have that ready to go and ready to make, but it's we'll make the Chapter 6 stuff first. And I know that Epic Games doesn't have the storyline as a priority anymore, but that was really a lot of the charm about Chapter 2. So I have to just enjoy what we have, and enjoy what we have I definitely did. Reload was great. I still like what's going on with the metaverse. I like the map rotations. I know for some reason people are really weirded out, or people don't like the new Reload map. I think it's great. I think it's phenomenal, and I've had a lot of fun playing on it. And I've also had fun playing on the Chapter 2 map. I've also recently learned, PBJ told me that in one of Cypher PK's videos recently, that Cypher said he talked to Epic Games and said they actually never vaulted the Mythic Goldfish. So I actually had a lot of fun towards the end of this season going fishing, hunting for that Mythic Goldfish. That's something that I really wanted to do, man. And believe it or not, when the Mythic Goldfish is in the game and you can fish, I'm having a good time. I hope they carry that throughout Chapter 6. But man, there's not a ton to break down because there's not really too much that's new. It's just the rappers are reskinned bosses. The weapons are the same pretty well, besides maybe the Icy Grappler. The Icy Grappler actually ended up being an okay addition to the game, but the problem is Ice Spice is sitting on one of the best POIs in Fortnite history. Why is that the case? But regardless, again, the map was fun to play on. It brought me back to what, in my opinion, is peak Fortnite. This did not hit the same at all compared to OG Fortnite for me. OG Fortnite was a much better version of what they've done for Fortnite Remix. So I don't know if they're going to do this again in the future. I know we were talking about potentially having the rest of Chapter 2 next year because it's a little bit too early to bring back Chapter 3. With OG Fortnite coming in Chapter 6 and that being permanent, are they going to even do a Fortnite OG season again? Maybe a Fortnite Remix, but I don't even think that's the case. Regardless, like, I'm just thinking maybe they could just... There's some lessons that could be taken away from Fortnite Remix moving forward, but regardless, I am so excited for Chapter 6. Guys, the leaks have been great. Chapter 2 was a great time going back to a lot of things that we loved about Chapter 2. Like, I loved Gorgeous Gorge, I loved Misty Meadows, I loved Camp Cod. There were so many amazing POIs to go visit again, and it really hit me in this nostalgia part of my body, you know? Like, it was fun. It was fun. It was a great season, month long, perfect time length for it. I'm ready for Chapter 6. Let me know what you guys thought about Fortnite Remix. And remember, guys, these devs work harder than any other devs in any gaming history, and the Epic Games employees deserve nothing but a big thank you for all of the work that they put in. Even if you didn't like Fortnite Remix, you have to respect the grind that they've been on trying to please the player base. Can't wait for the live event. Can't wait for the season to end and moving on to Chapter 6. I'm excited for everything. Thank you for watching, everybody. Check out this video on screen right now, actually, if you're interested in what I had to say, let's say in Chapter 2, Season 7, when we started all this one. Old video for you today. I'd love to have you guys over there. Take care, everybody.